I used to always tell my mom and dad, I just want to have my own thing, a small business.
How old were you?
18.
What made you think you could go and start a business at 18?
I'll tell you what made me think that 100% was my grandparents and my uncles and my aunts. Basically my grandparents coming here with less than nothing. And to see what got born out of poverty and discrimination at that time, what could be possible, gave me certainly the encouragement and the vision to say, hey, anything's possible. We were buying lumber that was semi-finished, and then we were planing it, and we were remanufacturing it, grading it, a bunch of different grades, and then shipping it to different markets. And it was small stuff, when I was 18. It was a small business. Again, 4 people, grew it to 6, and then I bought a small company just near Duncan that went bankrupt, and I ended up buying it out of bankruptcy in a blind bid. And that took me to about 20 employees when I was 19. It just gave me, wow, I can double this thing. And I felt like I was going to stop there at 19. I never thought I'd leave the island actually growing up, ever.
But Vancouver was calling. An opportunity came up that Amar couldn't refuse.
It was a complementary business, but also a new business where I could take more of the same supply source and do a different value add to the lumber. So I could actually pressure treat it, stain it, do some other things with the material that I could not do on the island. I was in business overnight with a customer list already, and then I needed to grow it. And I went out and visited every single account myself.
By now, Amar had set his sights on diversifying into companies that met the needs of the building sector at every level.
He's looking for every opportunity to link his businesses and for synergies. He's not only, growing the lumber, processing it in the sawmills, but he's also distributing it. He's treating the lumber, and he's finding this way to sort of create a synergy in his company.
We've got over 40 operations, 40 treating plants now in North America, 25 distribution centers, truss plants.
1,500 to 2,000 people that he created jobs for, $3 billion in revenue, and he's a young man still.
The architecture around his firm is structured in such a way that he takes into consideration various levels of risk and risk mitigation strategies. So he's insulated himself more than others, I think, have in external shocks.
Amar has that unique combination of being very strategic as well as a great operator. And I think in the building products industry, you need both. It's a tough industry, a lot of moving pieces, and you go through a lot of cycles. And so if you don't have that operational element, you can miss things and it could cost you a lot of money. Margins are tight.
Rourke is on the field now, just deep in his zone and trying to get out of it quickly. It does! Big play, BC Hatcher.
Dream come true to own the BC Lions, fan forever.
For a long, long time, for decades, the Lions always seem to be in trouble. And I think that was from ownership on down, with all due respect to everybody. Now there's some stability there.
Everyone was so delighted when he bought the BC Lions. It just reinvigorated the city with a sense of enthusiasm. The way he's brought people back into the community, he's really changed the way we see football in the city.
Well, number one, he's reached out to the community this way. He lowered ticket prices.
Yeah.
He made it more accessible for kids, for families to go to football games. What owner does that?
I went to a Lions game this year, and there he is walking around. He's walking around, shaking hands, kissing babies. This guy's interacting with the season ticket holders, interacting with the fans. That's a big thing for me. I don't see that from all the owners.
And being visible in sports, it can go 2 ways on you. One, if you're not properly committed to the fans with integrity and honesty, that, hey, we really care about you because we do. You're our customers, you're passionate. Translate all that stuff from our businesses and how we run them to how we run the BC Lions.
He didn't buy the BC Lions to make a whole bunch of money. This is a community asset, and the amount of time and energy he puts into that is philanthropic, I think, by nature. But there's all sorts of other organizations he supports, but Amar's got a big heart.
Yeah, there's several organizations, I won't list them all, but Heart and Stroke certainly, Horatio Alger Scholarship Excellence. When it gets dedicated right to research, I like it. I don't like it just going into SG&A, and we follow the money when we invest in our philanthropy.
His legacy will be, he's a British Columbia person, he's built a business here, he's given back into the community, whether it's through the BC Lions and the charities in which they support, and then him and his wife support a number of charities themselves personally. So I think he has the whole picture.